we're on the road. We're doing everything wrong instead of everything right, right? So everyone talks about compromise up in D.C. They're like, Dave, you got to compromise, right? And they'll compromise like Aristotle, right? The golden mean. The golden mean's in the middle. It's the best position between too much and a deficiency in the virtues, right? So you want to go in the middle. That's correct. So if you have a $1 trillion deficit every year and you have 21 trillion in debt, that's too much, right? So the compromise, believe it or not, has to be in the other direction. And when DC, every time we compromise, guess what happens to those numbers? They go up. So that is not rational compromise, right? So we are on our road to bankruptcy, right? 21 trillion in debt is terrible. For me, the sky is not going to fall because there's 30 years of evidence that it won't fall, and it's called Europe, right? Europe is worse than us, has been, and they haven't had collapse. It's amazing, right? They got low growth, huge overconsumption, huge government program, and they survive, right? And even have a little wine and cheese to boot, right? So we're not there yet. I don't think we're going to go insolvent, right? The bond market will test that one, right? So when they get wobbly, then we're in trouble. But there's a guaranteed fiscal collapse, right? So the financial collapse we had in 2008, somewhat, right? People were levered up. Too much debt on the government sector, the corporate sector, and the individual, right? So we're over-levered. Wow, we got hit. So we learned some lessons there. So I don't think that's the problem right now. But the fiscal collapse is guaranteed in 2034, right? 100 trillion light. There's going to be 20% haircut in Medicare, Social Security, these programs, right, for the next generation. When that happens, the implication, right? So everyone's used to things growing at 5 to 9%. When you get a cut of 20, that will be the wake-up call, right? And then you cannot raise taxes enough to solve that. And I'm not making that up, right? People say Republicans are exact. You cannot raise taxes. You're going to have to totally revamp those programs. And there's plenty of ideas, but if you mention reforming those programs, the ads come out and grandmas with cliffs, and they're not pleasant.